and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Geek, what the hell happened to everyone?
I've never seen an anomaly like this before.
Residual frequency signatures detected.
Oh, that's not good.
What does that mean?
It means we're picking up frequencies from other dimensions or times.
Well, at least somebody's getting some action.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's been a long time since I had any frequency in getting some action.
iDork, patch it through the main computer.
Here is my command.
Oh, we're picking up something.
What the hell is it?
It's a broadcast of some sort.
Adjusting audio.
Boosting signal.
Welcome to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, God, is it Monday?
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome. You have once again been beamed aboard, and you are now live and inside the mothership on Alien X Radio. I'm your host, Alien Stone, and we are going to take an amazing trip across the galaxy at triple redunculous speeds today for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Classic episodes of Just a Few Questions, as well as the last two episodes of Just a Few Questions, which have not been replayed as the Monday Morning Madcast did not air last week. So, you get some classic episodes today, you get last week's episode, and you get yesterday's episode all today, as well as bad movie flashbacks. What else are we going to do? Man Law with Judge Man. He'll stop by. Comedy. Your phone calls at 1-313-444-8919. Again, it's 1-313-444-8919. Or you can Skype me at AlienStone1. But going to go ahead and get things underway the way we always do, with a bit of a history lesson here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space on Alien X Radio.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
November 29th, 1963. President Lyndon B. Johnson names a commission to investigate President John F. Kennedy's assassination in Dallas. The bipartisan panel, chaired by Chief Justice Earl Warren, becomes known as the Warren Commission. It later concludes that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing Kennedy and wounding Texas Governor John Connally. 1947, the UN General Assembly passes a resolution calling for the British Mandate of Palestine to be partitioned between Jews and Arabs. Jewish leaders accept the plan, while Arab leaders do not. The State of Israel is created months later, followed by the First Arab-Israeli War. 1929. Navy Lieutenant Commander Richard E. Byrd radios that he and his co-pilot have made the first airplane flight over the South Pole. 1981, actress Natalie Wood is found dead after a night of partying with husband Robert Wagner on the couple's yacht.
It looks like it was a drowning. She was fully clothed in a dress and a red jacket, and she was found just beneath the surface of the water.
Wood was 43. 1986.
I'm frightfully sorry, but I've got an awful shock for you.
Actor Cary Grant dies in Davenport, Iowa, at the age of 82. And in 2001, in Los Angeles, musician George Harrison, known as the Quiet Beatle, dies after a battle with cancer. He was 58. Today in history, November 29th, John Belmont, The Associated Press.
All righty, folks. Now that we're all caught up to date as to what happened way back in the day on this day, let's go ahead and throw some music into your vagina holes. Brand spanking new music submitted to the station from a band called Memory of a Melody. Rise Up, the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Join the fantasy. Are you feeling next Hello, this is Francesca from Mechanical Butterfly, and you're listening to Alien X Radio.
is Don Bruce at Cameo Parkway Records. You just put the needle on a really unique record album.
This week's bad movie flashback.
No. Please. No, not that.
This could be the beginning of the end for the human race. For what men first thought were meteors or the often ridiculed flying saucers are in reality the flaming vanguard of the invasion from Mars.
Looks like they're gonna come out of that gully pretty soon. We'll have to rush our defenses to be ready when they do.
The guy can need plenty of reinforcements.
We'll get them. Lieutenant! Look!
Flash across country like scythes, wiping out everything that's trying to get away from them. That explains why communication is cut the moment their machines begin moving.
Montreal's blacked out. Nothing more's come through.
Same thing that happened on the Pacific coast. Anything from them yet?
No, Mr. Secretary. We've had nothing from San Francisco for over 5 hours.
Nations of the world mobilize their armed might, rushing to defend the Earth against the unknown weapons of the super race from the Red Planet. Is there nothing that can stop the Martian death machines?
Guns, tanks, bombs, they're like toys against them.
We know now that we can't beat their machines. We've got to beat them.
All over the the world, human beings cower before the onslaught of these unearthly enemies, whom no one has ever seen. Panic that sweeps around the globe as the great masses of mankind flee blindly in a headlong stampede of hysteria.
Resistance is futile. Probing is not allowed. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. That's 313-444-8919. Or hang out in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
You have been beamed aboard, and you are now inside the mothership with Alien Stone.
All right, in your face a little bit more with North of Never and Funeral Pyre on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Sit down. Frankly, this radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial? Please, one at a time.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks. Once again, it is time for the punchlines. And as always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Don't forget to try out Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. A repellent, preventative, and treatment all in one can. It's like turning on the lights in a New York City apartment. When you've picked up an unwanted hitchhiker or stowaway, just think Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. Also, don't forget about the Doink and Dash Bug-Out Bag. Stay on your toes for that one-night stand. Bag includes 1 travel-sized bottle of Igor's Lube, 1 pack of Horbath baby wipes, cologne, and a fake ID with your choice of architect, airline pilot, or astronaut, and 1 Uber voucher. Also, don't forget about the Day After Recovery Kit for use with the Doink and Dash Bug-Out Bag. Kit includes 1 bottle of Stripper Dust Stripper and glitter remover, 1 can of Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray, and denial you were ever there. Alrighty, folks. So now, the punchlines. I don't know how many people out there have the same problem that I have, but there are many, many areas of my house that are occupied by storage. And in that storage are many different types of things. Things that are used occasionally, things that are used on holidays, and there are things that have never been touched, looked at, or even thought about in the last decade and a half. But yet, every time we move, they go into a box, and from that box to the next place. Actually, they never come out of the box. The box just gets picked up and carried and put in a new place. Picked up and carried and put in a new place. Now, what's in these boxes and why are they so goddamn heavy? I'll tell you why. They're books, okay? They're books. They're filled with lots and lots of books. Books that have been read, and now they are not going to be read ever again. But yet, they will not be getting rid of them. They will be carried from place to place to place to place to place to place. Well, I'm here to tell you that somebody must have passed away, and their significant other finally was able to get rid of their books because a book was returned to the Idaho Library 110 years past its due date. 110 years. That's a long time to be carrying the same box from house to house, right? It's kind of stupid. Why would you hang on to a book for 110 freaking years? Now, here's the thing. Now, if it's 110 years, think about when that book was taken out. Think about what the economy was like. What would have been the going rate for late fees? Well, we know that if it was late from now and 110 years from now, you'd have to probably sell an organ, right? But back in that day, when it went missing, if they were to actually enforce the fee, it would cost more than $800. So just $800. The book is probably worth more than $800 now that it is well over 110 years old, depending on the condition it's in, right? Anyway, the point is, folks, read them, donate them, or bury them in the backyard. But, you know, come on, man. What good is a book if you never read it, open it, or share it? Right? Right. Anyway, folks, that has been the punchline. More music for your Vajira holes, and then we'll take a short break. This is brand spanking new music submitted to the station by a band called Engines Made from Soup. Dig is the name of the tune. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You're a sick one, digging with your literary fingers. You can sell some. You got a big boss man who can stand when it hits the fan. So you ran with the fire like a man. Dig, 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 don't stop the figurative. Ink flows, long blows, don't care who knows. Dig, 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 not clever, not big. So-called professionals, don't you know? Who's one dignity? Gone digging with a knife in the back. You can finish them. You gotta sleep in your bed with the cries in your sick head, 'cause they didn't say any of the words you read. Dig, 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 don't stop the figurative. Ink flows, long blows, don't care who knows. Dig, 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 not clever, not big. So-called professionals, don't you know? pressing up against your head. Just run, it's done. Was it worth that bit of fun? Dig, 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 don't stop the figurative. Ink flows, low blows, don't care who knows. Dig, 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 not clever, not big. So-called professionals, don't you know? Who's one? You're a sick one. Digging with your literary fingers, you can sell some. You got a big boss man who can stand when it hits the fan. So you're round with the fire last drink on them. Dig, 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 don't stop the figurative. Ink flows, low blows, don't care who knows. Dig, 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 not clever, not big. So-called professionals, don't you know? You fake a line and know it's gonna kill them. Then leave a mine. Don't care about the hurting them. You ride away, Rolls Royce or Cadillac. So-called professional, you're a so-called professional or just a hack. Dig, 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 don't stop the figurative. Ink flows, low blows, don't care who knows. Dig, 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 not clever, not big. So-called professionals, don't you know?
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Hello and welcome to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. Lots of injuries to get through in the NFL, and with the playoffs looming in the distance, these may impact teams' hopes as the weeks start to fly by. Let's start in Buffalo, as the Bills are going to be without cornerback Tre'Davious White due to a torn ACL he suffered during the team's win over the Saints on Thanksgiving. Dane Jackson will replace him in the secondary. White had 41 tackles on the season for the 7-4 Bills, who will definitely feel the void left by him as they stand atop the AFC East. The Dallas Cowboys, stinging from their overtime loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, lost running back Ezekiel Elliott for at least a week with a knee injury. The Cowboys are relying on him to carry the team as they lose their second straight game, despite being first in the NFC East. The New York Giants are loaded with injuries on their roster, more notably on the offensive side, as running back Saquon Barkley and wide receivers Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney are all ruled out in their game against the Philadelphia Eagles. This news comes on the heels of the organization firing Jason Garrett on Tuesday due to the poor performance of the past few weeks. And while Aaron Rodgers won't be out when they face the Los Angeles Rams, he will be playing at less than 100% as he is suffering a toe injury. Rodgers didn't practice on Friday, which could be an issue to the Packers as they have a vice lock grip on the NFC North. When asked about his toe injury, however, Rodgers was quick to dispel misinformation of having, quote, COVID toe, a rumor arising from the positive test he took on November 3rd, and happily showed his foot with a fractured pinky toe on the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday as proof. The NCAA was all about title game clinches and redemption as rivalries took center stage. Michigan defeated Ohio State 42-27, ending a 10-year winless streak against their out-of-state rival, and the Buckeyes season in the process. With a little trickery in the first quarter, the Wolverines struck first and really didn't look back, even when they were only a single point ahead at halftime. Hassan Haskins lit up the field, scoring 5 touchdowns and becoming the first Michigan player in games between these two teams to do so. The Alabama Crimson Tide just squeaked by against the Auburn Tigers 24-22 in the first overtime Iron Bowl game in history. Bama's Bryce Young threw 25 of 51 passes, which is a lot compared to Auburn's TJ Finley throwing 17 of 26 for 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. Top-ranked Georgia made quick work of cross-state rival Georgia Tech, blanking the Yellow Jackets 45-0 in a game that had no turnovers or penalties. Oklahoma State edged by rival Oklahoma 37-33 in a game that was mired with rumors of Sooners coach Lincoln Riley possibly leaving the head LSU after their coach announced that he will not be with the team in their upcoming bowl game. And Oregon defeated Oregon State 38-29, jumping all the way up to number 2, entering the conversation of the college football playoff. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down-to-earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile.
Hello and welcome to Man Law. I am your host, Judge Man. You have been read your rights. I have read your complaints and your emails. First case on the docket today comes from Larry from Wisconsin. Larry writes, Judge Man, my girlfriend of only 3 months has asked me to cancel my all-expenses-paid Super Bowl trip this year that includes a suite at the stadium, a stay in the greatest hotel in the world, all the beer I can drink, and all of the sausages I can eat. And why does she want me to cancel this trip? She wants me to meet her mother. Well, Judge Man, my question to you is, what should I do? Well, Larry, let me ponder a moment. Dumbass, you kick this chick to the curb and you go on an awesome trip. Bring me back a football. And now today's list of things real men never ever should do. Number 1, real men never talk about their feelings. Keep that stuff inside. No one wants to hear about it except your wife. Number 2, real men don't own cats. We're dog people. Number 3, real men don't know any show tunes. If you're humming along or singing a show tune, I'm just saying you're under suspicion. Number 4, real men never ask for directions. I don't care if you're lost for days and the map is long gone. Real men never ask for directions. And the last thing on today's list, real men don't plant flowers. Leave that crap up to your wife. This has been Judge Man with Man Law.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
All right, folks, we are back once again, live and in your face from outer space. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Live on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. And in syndication and replay around the world on stations like 920 WON The Apple, 24.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSB FM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you're tuned, wherever it is that you're listening, you can always give me a call live on the Alien X lines, 1-313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. Or Skype at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out. Why? Because you would be wrong. And for those of you just tuning in, we get things underway here at 9 a.m. Eastern. That means you are tardy, but that's all right. We'll let it slide. Maybe you got a note. Maybe you got a note. I don't know. There's no hall monitors here. There's no hall monitors here. We don't judge. All right, folks. Anyway. Coming up yet on the show today, I told you got a couple of classic episodes of Just a Few Questions. Then we've got the last 2 episodes of Just a Few Questions, which never replayed, as we didn't have an attack last week. So right now, a couple of classic episodes going back to 2018. So we're going to do November 25th and December 2nd. This first one is called Spider Pig. This is back when they were short. That's why you get 2. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Just a few questions.
All right, everybody, it is now time for Just a Few Questions. And someone's going to answer them. Oh my gosh, Paul Farah. Jumping into the live chat on Facebook.
Yeah.
Our own Paul Farah.
All right.
Life inside the mothership is awesome. Made it just in time for Just a Few Questions. This little segment that we got here that makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm puckering up a little bit, not gonna lie.
1 is 1, 2 is a couple, 3 is a few, but there may be a gaggle.
Gaggle?
Of questions.
A gaggle.
Let's start with question number 1.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. A distant relative whom you have never met has passed away and left you a large sum of money. In his will, he specifies that you must spend all of it on something fun. You cannot save it. You cannot invest it. You must spend all of it on something fun. This all being said, how can you comply with this requirement and still reap the financial rewards? A, you purchase a fleet of high-end sex robots and open a brothel for powerful clients that want to get freaky but don't have the balls to kill a hooker because they can't have witnesses left behind. B, use the cash to finance a big mouth celebrity kidnapping and torture video, you know, for fun, and then hold them ransom, you know, for the financial reward. C, buy a night in the sack with the actress of your choice and then blackmail her for the videotape, hoping that she doesn't have the guts to kill a prostitute. Or D, use the money to have sex with robots, torture celebrities, and blackmail actresses for fun, and then sell the rights to a tell-all book and movie just before going into hiding. And go.
See, originally I was going to make up my own answer after.
I was going to play the first question?
I was going to.
You can only make up one answer.
Well, no, here's what I was going to do. I was going to buy a cruise ship with a go-kart track on it. Okay, so that was going to be my original process thing after I heard the first 2. Okay, but then you got the option 3 as far as paying off an actress of my choice and then blackmailing her.
Right.
So I am definitely going to go with number 3.
You're going to go with C.
Going with C.
You're going to pay all that money to which actress is it?
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, wow. Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, that would be worth some money. So you would pay to go to bed with Jennifer Aniston just so
Absolutely.
that you can videotape it and then blackmail her into giving you all that money back.
Yep.
And then some.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good answer. That was question number 1.
I'm sorry, that one was just too simple.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
But doesn't necessarily mean this is question number 2.
Question number 2.
This is Brewster Millions thing going on.
So after getting arrested for kidnapping, torturing, and blackmailing robot hookers, I almost made you spit your pop out. You got tossed into a Turkish prison.
Again?
Again!
Oh, man. They don't like it when you come back again.
Look at what I wrote right here. After screaming, "Not again!" you get to work right away on your plan for survival and escape.
Oh, man.
In your cell, you have the following items. A sharpened toothbrush.
Okay.
Toilet paper.
Yep.
The October 1972 issue of Big Fish magazine. And a pillow. A. What do you use to make a papier-mâché head of yourself?
A papier-mâché what?
Head.
Head?
You know,
I guess I'm going to have to use the toilet paper.
You use the toilet paper for that? Okay. All right.
Well, what?
You can't take back your answers.
Oh, no, I want to use the magazine.
Oh.
I need the magazine.
All right, I'm going to take back one answer.
All right.
Okay. Can't take back no more answers.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to use the magazine to make the papier-mâché head of yourself.
Yes.
Okay. B, what would you use for protection?
Oh, obviously the toothbrush.
Yes, the sharpened toothbrush. Okay.
Yes.
C, what would you use to wipe your ass? See, now, if you did take back your answer, you'd be wiping your ass with a magazine right now.
Right.
Right?
But I forgot about the thing at first.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm going to go with toilet paper.
Okay. And then D, what would you bite on while being raped and murdered by your Turkish cellmate?
Obviously the pillow.
All right. See how that goes?
Although I don't think it's going to muffle my screams all that much.
You see why you should never take the make your own answer on the first question?
Right.
You might need it later.
Might need it.
That's been question number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 3.
All right, hit me.
After managing to avoid the getting murdered part of question number 2.
Good job out of me.
But just the getting murdered part.
Right.
You make a break for it, but your escape was blocked by dozens of guards. You retreat and barricade yourself into the prison's kitchen. With the guard right outside, you know that you won't be getting out of this one. They're going to have to kill you.
Oh, no.
So you check the prison's cooler and pantry and find the following items. A whole pig. A whole chicken. A case of large potatoes. A case of cooking wine. And a case of bottled water from Flint, Michigan.
Wow.
So here we go. You ready?
All right.
A, you can't take back answers. A, what would you cook and eat for your last meal?
Chicken.
Okay, so the chicken. B, what would you drink as your last drink?
The cooking wine.
The cooking wine. Good choice between the drinks there. Good choice. C, what would you carve a replica of Time Life magazine Civil War chess set out of?
Well, can't carve Flint water. So I got a pig. And what else?
Case of potatoes.
Oh, yeah, case of potatoes.
Case of potatoes. But remember, you don't have to carve them all at one time. You can carve one every other week, only on your approval through the mail.
Right, exactly. Just a few questions ran out of just a few.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so finally, okay, you've used up which ones now?
I used up the
you
chicken.
Used up your potatoes, you used up the chicken, and your cooking wine.
And the cooking wine.
D, what would you have sex with?
Ooh. Can I say Flint's water?
Did you make up an answer earlier?
No, I didn't.
This would be the time for
This
you
would
to
be
be
the
able to
time.
make up your own answer to get out of that question.
What would I have sex with?
Yes.
So I could.
You have to make up something because either
Okay.
that or you're screwing a pig or a bottle of water
Well,
from Flint.
I'm going to make up my own answer and say Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. But, okay.
It could be whatever then, right?
Yeah. Wait. You did use your own answer earlier when you said Jennifer Aniston, right?
No, because you said, the actress. You didn't say specifically I didn't make up my own actress. You just said,
You're right. No, you're right. You're right. That was a follow-up
actress.
question. You're right.
Yes.
You're right. So
Yes.
ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I got out of it. Woo!
You're not a pig doer.
No, you tried to get me to be a pig, and it didn't work.
No. See? Yep.
Yeah.
You wiggled your way out of it.
Giggity.
Must be all of Igor's lube.
Spider
And
pig.
that has been...
Spider pig does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a web? Of course he can, because he's a pig. Look out! Here comes Spider Pig.
Just a few questions.
All right, everybody, it is now time for just a few questions. I'm Alien Stone. D, are you ready?
Bring it.
Bring it. It's already been brought. That's right. So,
yeah, right now.
Little explanation, everybody, what just a few questions is it is brain drippings from myself.
That's a great freaking way of putting it.
It's brain drippings. Each and every week, I collect the brain drippings. I put it down on this piece of paper here, and I ask just a few questions. They could be offensive. They might not be offensive, but they probably will be. They'll be all over the place, and just a few will lead to a gaggle.
A gaggle.
So anyway.
A gaggle.
Enjoy just a few questions. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Question number one.
Question number one.
The year is 1809.
Oh, man.
After visiting a neighboring town for supplies, you mysteriously fall ill. You are immediately quarantined for the safety of the town. After an examination, the doctor says that you have a serious disease and must undergo treatment or die. How could a simple trip to the blacksmith land me in such a situation? You are asked to lie down on a table. The doctor lays out the following items in preparation.
Jesus Christ.
A cold, wet towel and some ice.
Okay.
A bottle of Carol syrup and a tongue depressor. A jar of live leeches and tweezers.
Ooh.
A large thermometer and a bottle of Igor's lube.
Oh, man.
He then leaves the room.
Igor's Lube, brought to you by Alien X Radio.
Right. He then leaves the room for a moment, and you begin to think about these items and what they could be used for. Match up the items on this list with the body parts you hope it will be used on.
Oh, goodness.
Remember, you got a cold, wet towel and some ice.
Okay.
A bottle of Carol syrup and tongue depressor.
Okay.
A jar of live leeches and tweezers.
Okay.
A large thermometer and a bottle of Igor's lube.
Okay.
What are you going to use in your forehead?
Ooh. Probably the cold towel.
There you go. Cold
towel.
Cold towel and some ice. All right.
Some ice.
All right.
See,
So-
I know where this is going to.
What are you going to use on your mouth?
I'm going to use the... What was the second one?
A bottle of Carol syrup and a tongue depressor.
Yes.
All right, so you use that on your mouth.
Yes.
All right, what are you going to use on your ass? Okay, what are you...
See, this is where you get me thrown, dude.
Remember, there is...
I can make my own answer,
You can
right?
make your own answer, or you can also choose the wild card answer, which is a pre-written answer that may or may not have anything to do with the question.
I'm going to go with the wild card.
The wild card answer.
I'm hitting the wild card.
Well, the wild card answer, which is only for what are you going to use on your ass?
Right.
Okay.
Only what I'm going to use on my ass. So this could be.
The answer is that's a fucking trick question.
Okay.
And you can only use that once.
Okay.
Okay. Now, D, what are you going to use on your balls?
Oh, Okay.
That left you 2 answers to use on that because you eliminated the having to use the last one.
Right. So, I
A
have
jar of live leeches and tweezers.
Yep.
Or a large thermometer and a bottle of Igor's lube.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with the leeches and tweezers.
The leeches
I
and
don't know.
tweezers.
Yeah.
Leeching on the butt. Ouch.
Okay, so it leaves.
You don't have to deal with the thermometer now.
No.
No, you don't have to because you used the wild card, which took up one of the answers.
All right, cool.
So you got out of that. Yep.
I was trying to think of,
but still, leeches too, though. I don't know.
but I'm thinking thermometer and lube, and it's like, yeah.
Yep. Question number 2. Question number 2. After you die from treatment by the 1809 doctor,
nice talking to you.
You find yourself hovering above your body, looking down. The doctor is cleaning up and gathering his things. You can see the vacancy in your eyes. You see and hear the nurses talking about you in the hall.
Yes.
And you can see you totally crapped. You can see you totally crapped all over the table.
Nice talking.
And the nurses are arguing about who is going to have to clean it up. Now that you are a ghost, it's time to have a little fun before drifting into the light. As a ghost, what is the first thing you would do? A. Hang out in the nurse's locker room for a while. B. Do things to drive the doctor mad, sending him into the loony bin for hallucinations and dementia, where he will eventually be lobotomized. Remember, it's 1809.
Right.
C. Float about the earth looking for Demi Moore and a pottery wheel.
Ooh.
Or D. Put a sheet over your head. Put a sheet over your dead body's penis because now the nurses are laughing and talking about that. And go.
This one's going to be easy for me because I love Demi Moore.
You love Demi Moore?
I love Demi Moore.
You love some Demi?
I love me some Demi.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. I'm going with that. However, I think messing with people would be a close second.
Yes, for sure. All right, so
it's 1809, so I don't think hanging out in the nurse's locker room is going to really be a locker room. It's going to be an odd house. So,
a lot of bushes in here.
Right, it's a lot of bushes in here.
I can't see for the trees.
There's way too many trees. Way too many trees.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm definitely going with the Demi Moore 4000, Alex.
Nice. All right, so you're gonna make a vase with some Demi.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Well, your time on this earth is over, and now you begin to think about your life, your loves and losses, your triumphs and defeats, your family and friends. There are so many things about life, and your life in particular, that you will miss. Things you love to do, things you love to eat, people you love to be with, and places you love being. You slowly drift into the light and find yourself at the gates of heaven, where you are met by St. Peter, who tells you to take a number, hands you a stack of forms to fill out, and tells you to have a seat in the waiting room. While very disappointed in the entire process, you sit down, look at the first page, and it's a short questionnaire containing just a few questions. First one says, in your opinion, on a scale from 0 to 10, 0 being strongly disagree, and 10 being I strongly agree, this is you talking.
Okay.
This is you talking. I have generally been a good person in life.
So 10 agreeing, right?
That's strongly agreeing, yes.
Oh, 10.
Yeah. 10. Okay, so you strongly agree. Next question. In your opinion, on a scale from 0 to 10, same situation, this is you talking. I have never masturbated in a public restroom.
Oh, 10.
10. You strongly agree with that. Okay.
Yes.
C. If Sally has a gallon of Igor's lube and Johnny only has 1 ounce, what should Johnny do next? Get 127 more ounces of film crew in a 2-gallon kiddie pool? Ask that little hoe what she needs a gallon of lube for? Or feel very inadequate?
Is this like an ABC thing now?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not like a. Okay,
we're going in.
Throw
D.
me off.
Yeah.
I'm going with D.
All right. Ask that little hoe what she needs a gallon of lube for.
Yes.
Good answer. Good answer. Can't get one wrong on that.
No.
All right. And D. If a man This is the final question on your questionnaire to get into heaven.
Okay.
If a man with a 13.5-inch penis boarded a train in Los Angeles, leaving at 6:45 a.m., traveling at 67 miles per hour, and a woman boarded a train in Fort Lauderdale with a 4.5-inch nipple, leaves at 7:30 a.m., traveling at 58 miles per hour, what time and place will their big-ass genitals cross paths? And go.
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? That's going to be your answer? Just 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Just 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Because what were you expecting out of that?
Okay.
From me, honestly.
Remember, you have used the wild card.
I strongly agree.
You have not used your make up and own answer, so I guess we're going to accept 2 o'clock.
Right. Whoa.
It's just made up, right?
Right.
The real answer is whatever time the porno convention starts in whatever city it's being held.
So there's a right answer? There's an actual right answer?
Yes.
All right.
But you got your answer right anyway because you get to make up an answer.
Man,
just a few questions and just a made up answer.
Well, you got me thinking because then I had to start doing math and it wasn't right. I've got a calculator or nothing.
It's that new math. Oh. And that has been just a few questions.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Phillips Milk of Amnesia, the over-the-counter remedy that works so well, you'll never remember why you used it in the first place.
Report. We're in standard orbit, Captain. Good work, Mr. Tukok. What the hell are we doing in the 21st century? There's something we need to do. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't mess around with the space-time continuum. Captain, I've located the signal. Put it on speaker.
You're tuned in to the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Well, that'll wake you up in the morning.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Good morning, bitches! That's right, you've been beamed aboard. You are now live and inside the mothership. I'm your host, Alien Stone. Once again, man, my headphones are sounding weird again, man. You never know, man. Something weird's going on. There's a ghost in the machine. Ghost in the machine. Anyway, folks, welcome to the show. I am Alien Stone. Feel free to give me a call live on the air here on the Alien X lines at 1-313-444-8919. That's 1-313-444-8919 or Skype at AlienStone1. That's AlienStone and the number 1. Don't spell it out because you would be wrong. And I have no idea who you'd be talking to, but it wouldn't be me. Anyway, folks, remember we're broadcasting live on Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. But we're also streaming video live. That's right, the live video podcast version on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just look for Alien X Radio on all three, and you'll be able to find them. I suggest the Alien X Radio fan group on Facebook. That's the best way to get in touch with us. We do have a page as well, but the fan group seems to work the best. YouTube, of course, the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. That's the way you find us over there. And Twitch, I don't know. I don't mess around over there too much. Just go over there and type in Alien X Radio. Bam, there we are. We show right up. It's that easy, folks. So you can click on it, you can watch it, you can listen, you can chat, you can leave comments. If you would like to send comments, questions, concerns, nude photographs, whatever you like, send it to Alienstone at alienxradio.com. That's Alienstone at alienxradio.com. All right, folks, let's go ahead and get things underway. We got some music for your Vajira holes coming up. Brand spanking new music, as it were, or as it is. It's not were. Were would mean it's gone, right? It's past. It were that. It were. I don't know. Isn't that a Rihanna song? Were. No. I'm sorry. That was wrong. Anyway, folks, let's go and put some music in your Vajir hole. Still coming up this hour, we got a classic episode. No, not a classic episode. We got from 2 weeks ago. the episode of Just a Few Questions that did not get aired on the Attack last week because there was no Attack. That's right, folks. We had stuff going on. Always got stuff going on in here in the studio. Stuff's always breaking. We always got to fix it. We got to keep circling back and flying. Oh, I said circle back. Shoot me in the face. We're headed on back to Jupiter Station, and they got to do repairs and such. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go ahead and get to it, right? Bad Movie Flashbacks on the way. Another episode of Man Law with Judge Man. And right now, brand spanking new music submitted to the station. By the way, you want to submit music? New music at alienxradio.com. Send it to new music at alienxradio.com. I prefer MP3s, please. Attach them to that email or a credible download link. Make sure that the name of the band and the name of the song are included in the file title, please. So here it is. The band's called Pure. The song's called Still You. And it's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, bitches.
Screams, I just feel the need to be there.
Cut me down, I'll stand my ground. Was this wrong? It's never right. And I've done my time. Are we all haunting someone? Each day feels like a year. Now it's time to move on. flame. It's a losing game. Angels fire, demon ice. You roll the dice. Are we all haunting someone? Each day feels like a year has gone. Look at your secrets now it's time to move on. You can blame it all on me, 'cause I'm not guilty. No, not
took my baby on a Saturday thing. Boy, you that girl with you, just for one in the same.
Last night a little dancer came dancing to my door. Last night a little angel came bumping on the floor.
this week's Bad Movie Flashback.
No. Please. No.
Meet little Melvin. He's a 90-pound weakling. Everyone hated Melvin. They tormented him until he had a horrifying accident and fell into a vat of nuclear waste. Transforming little Melvin into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman size and strength. Melvin became the Toxic Avenger. The first superhero born out of nuclear waste. Yes, the muggers and the rapists didn't know what law and order was until the Toxic Avenger came to town.
Holy shit!
I don't know what it was, but it saved my life.
All right, everybody, drop your tacos or I'll blow your brains out.
The vandals and the perverts had their way with the little people of Tromaville until the Toxic Avenger ripped them apart. The Toxic Avenger. His face is so terrifying. We can't show it to you now. You'll have to see the movie for yourself. He crushes drug pushers. Smashes hit-and-run drivers. And gives all criminals their just desserts. For incredible, explosive action, you must see the Toxic Avenger. He's a different kind of hero. The Toxic Avenger is coming to your town. Look out.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks, once again, it is time for the punchlines. As always, the punchlines are being brought to you by Igor's Lube and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Hey, winter is approaching, and it might be a little chilly outside when you're trying to do it behind the bushes. So you might want to check out Igor's new Winter Wind. It's his new outdoor safe lube with antifreeze. It's high-tech prevention of frosty bits. It's science! Flavors include pineapple slushy, blueberry banana split, and yellow snow. And now the punchlines. Folks, today I am bypassing the punchlines and going with Christmas gifts. That's right, folks. I know it's almost December. It's not Christmas time, so I'm not talking about Christmas itself. I'm talking about you guys have to start Christmas shopping, right? Supply chain issues are all screwed up. You're not going to be able to get them that PlayStation that you wanted. Forget about that. Okay? Half the stuff that you ordered from Wish, there's a reason why it's called Wish. You wish you'd get it on time, and you ain't gonna. Okay? So, here is some stuff that I found online that are some very unique gifts that supposedly are easy to get a hold of. This is amazing. Okay, now, with all the stuff that's been going on, remember toilet paper, right? The big... We're looking forward to the great toilet paper war of 2022, right? Right. So, now you can order a case of toilet paper for your loved ones. It comes in a triangular-shaped box. 6 rolls of toilet paper come in this. Now, they're in this box facing upwards, so the hole is facing up. Now, the bottom side of each one of those rolls that's facing up like that, or the top side, I guess, is printed with a different person's face, and the hole is their mouth. I know where you're going with this, right? No, I'm not going there with that. Because it's a Christmas gift, when you open up the box, they sing Christmas carols. That's right. So now, your toilet paper can sing to you courtesy of the pandemic. That's another side effect of that, right? Right. Okay, so what is this? Oh, wow. How about wrapping paper that has bacon on it? No, not real bacon, fools. Okay, not real bacon. It's pictures of bacon all over the wrapping paper. But get this. It's scratch and sniff. So if you just slide the packages around, it smells like someone's cooking breakfast. And then they come running out there, no breakfast. My dad used to joke all the time, we'll start unwrapping presents when I have my eggs and bacon. If that was true, we would have never gotten a present ever in our lives because it was cereal and coffee after we cleaned up the mess. How about a toilet snake? No, I'm not talking about a snake that you use to clean out your toilet. I'm talking about it's a clear plastic piece that you put over top of the toilet that has a rubber cobra, it looks like. Let me make sure I'm talking right. No, it's not a cobra. It's just some crazy snake, which also just happens to be a little bit turd looking, okay? And then you put down the seat part of it. The snake is sticking up through it. Then you put the lid down. When you do it, crushes the snake down. So when your loved one comes in to go dookie or wee-wee, he opens up the lid and the snake pops up. Then he has a heart attack or falls on the ground, busts his head open, and then he got to go to the ER. Fun times. Merry Christmas, y'all. Now, you all know those memes where you got those two ladies that are screaming and pointing and the cat's on the other side? I don't know what stupid reality show that's from. Well, how about a fine art version of it from Asia where it's a couple of geishas that are doing the screaming and the pointing, and then they still show the cat sitting over there in front of the dish. But we all know that if it was actually from China or Japan, the cat would be the dish, right? Right. How about specialized wrapping paper with your face on it? That's right, it's got a whole bunch of gingerbread guys all over it, but you send in your picture and they replace the gingerbread head with your head. Like, you can't do that with just your own, like, they got cell phones that'll do that now, and then you can just print it out, right? Companies are making lots of money doing stuff that you could do at home, folks. How about the Bernie Sanders, I'm cold with my mittens, but I'm all wrapped up in Christmas lights and wearing a hat now? Christmas ornament. Oh, I want one. That's right, you hang it on your Christmas tree. There he is in this little chair with his little arms crossed and his little mittens on, but someone has wrapped him in Christmas lights and put a Santa hat on him, and he is wearing his little mask. So it's a perfect little Christmas tree ornament that I'm sure that you're going to want to get somebody. The person who has all the ornaments already. You know what I mean? Like first baby, first Christmas. Now Bernie Sanders, right? Christmas at Bernie's. Oh, new National Lampoon movie. All right, so what is this? This is so stupid. Some people get the dumbest things, man. Combination koozie and fishing pole. It is a fishing cozy that it's a beer cozy that you put your beer in, but it's instead of being like that rubberized, it's a little bit a harder plastic, and attached to it is a fishing string, and that fishing string has a hook on it. So while you are drinking, you can dangle it in the water off the dock. And we know that no matter how big the fish is, he's not going to get that beer out of your hand anyway. So maybe Dad's a fisher and drinker. Maybe he's just a drinker and likes to dangle fish. I don't know. But check it out. Light up peeing Santa sweater. In case you want to enter the ugly sweater contest, well, here's your chance. It's Santa Claus standing on top of a house. He's facing back. You can't see him. He's facing backwards. But he's peeing off of the roof. And inside of that golden shower coming down, there are a strip of LED lights, and they will light up systematically as the wee-wee goes down. So you could win the ugly sweater competition, but you could also probably get fired for inappropriateness. You know what I'm saying? Poop soap on a rope. It's soap that looks like a turd on a rope. Don't need to say anymore. Let's move on. Elf on the Shelf costume. Yeah, it's for the ladies. Yeah. If the elf was a whore, that is. Yeah. If the elf was a whore, she would look like this. And that has been the punchlines. Or you could just get Dad a tie again. Who knows? All right. So anyway, where are we at right now? I think it's time for that classic episode, as I said, of Just a Few Questions. This is from 2 weeks ago. That's right. November 21st, 2021. Extraordinary is the name of this one. No, not extraordinary. just very extraordinary. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Enjoy.
And now it's time to answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, once again, it is time to answer just a few questions. As always, this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. You got some scratching going on down there? You feeling a little itchy down there?
You ever get that not so fresh feeling?
So try Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. A repellent, preventative, and treatment all in one can. It's just like turning on the lights in a New York City apartment. When you've picked up an unwanted hitchhiker or stowaway, just think Igor's Crotch Critter Repellent and Murdering Spray. Ask your doctor.
Just remember. What did I say last week? What was the warning?
This product contains herpes. If you already have herpes, don't worry. You can only get it once.
Right. That's right. This product may...
That's why I sent you that. I took the little picture from Ice Pirates where they had the turkey, and then the space herpes comes out of the turkey. And since it was, I said this is Thanksgiving. It's Igor's Thanksgiving turkey. This product contains space herpes. If you already have herpes, don't worry. You can only get it once.
Side effects may be herpes. Don't worry. If you already have herpes, you can only catch it once.
That's right. Anyway, folks, it's time now to answer just a few questions. And here we go.
Question number one.
Question number one. People train their whole lives for that big day. Whatever that training is and whatever that big day can be, vastly is different from person to person. Some people are training for the Olympics. Some people are training for a hot dog eating championship in New Jersey. Here is the problem. You can't run. Well, here's the problem. You can't run for crap. You aren't into any sports. And you gave up your life in the competition kite building circuit. The competition kite building and flying circuit after getting beaten last year by Shigetoshi Hashikawa, a retired old World War II Japanese kamikaze pilot. So, with almost no special skills to speak of, you will need to find more common things to excel at. Like you did when you did the kite flying championships. Here are a few directions that you could go. What type of training would be required? So there's two ways that you could go here, and then what type of training would you need to excel in that field? Number one, attempt setting world records doing things others might not think of. Now, what would you do to train for that? A, build a little weight bench and dumbbells to begin building up your thumb muscles to be the fastest thumb wrestling pin. B, start collecting cat figurines, but you better get going because the current champion is Mabel Cogswell of... I'm going to mess up the name of this place.
Says the writer of the freaking question.
Dullazelle, Montana. Mabel Cogswell of Dullazelle, Montana has over 312,000 of them. Or C, just keep doing all the normal things that you do every day, but pretend like it's more important and that everybody would actually care. We'll start with Sir Martin of Mad.
Oh, wow.
How would you train for doing this kind of stuff? Attempt setting world records.
I'm disappointed there's no wild card.
There'll be a wild card maybe later for something else, maybe.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
And you can always make up your own training too for your own world record.
Give me a quick recap because it did actually break up a little bit through that.
You build a little weight bench and dumbbells so that you can build up your thumb muscles so that you can be like the world's fastest thumb wrestling pin.
Okay.
start collecting cat figurines to have the most in the world. But remember, the winner right now has over 312,000 of them.
Okay, no.
Or keep doing the normal things that you do every day. Just pretend like they're more interesting and important.
Yeah, let's go for 3.
Go for 3. So you're just not going to do anything different. You're just going to say, I'm the best at changing the station.
That's it, yeah.
All right.
I'm the best at changing the station.
Just make something up. The unit.
Well, it's definitely not going to be the thumb wrestling thing because definitely not going to be holding somebody else's hand.
There you go. It's so sweaty. It's sweaty palms.
Going on, yeah. Not into cats. So
can you imagine the movie Over the Top? Instead of being regular arm wrestling, it was thumb wrestling?
Oh, dude, it would have a total
making the same faces.
There's no easy way out.
There's a parody movie, the script waiting for that to happen.
Remember, that's the same face that Joe Biden's nurse.
My thumb is ready.
When she's changing his
Biden's nurse.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with C as well, man. I'm just gonna go on my day and find something.
Find something normal.
Find something.
I'm
normal.
the fastest at dialing the phone.
Yes. I can close this repair order out faster than anybody else.
It's a world record.
World record.
Motown Vinny!
Well,
what record will you set?
I'm only a couple thousand away on the cat thing. I got 310,000 at home right now.
Oh, so you got it.
But I still don't want to do that. I do a lot of stuff with my thumb, so it's really strong. I'm kidding. It sounds terrible.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
It certainly is.
Inserting
It's the Kung Fu grip. It's the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. I've been working on it for decades. Anyways, I'm going to have to go with C2 because it's the only answer really out of the 3 that gives you any kind of option.
There's lots of options, yeah.
Yeah.
Since you
possibilities,
you have no skills.
I'm the best at opening wormholes.
So here's another option. Remember, that was one option, and then ways to train for it. The other option is enter a tournament where normal people compete doing normal things. And how would you train for these? A, punch holes in your lungs so that you can breathe without using your mouth or nose. Keep it a secret, but go for the world's record at holding your breath. B, begin working on your hand-eye coordination until you develop almost psychic-like ability. Then enter a rock, paper, scissors world championship. Or C, begin masturbating several times per day in preparation to compete on a Japanese game show, a pound of flesh, or a gallon of spooge.
So, pretty sure D's not going first.
This time round, we're gonna go Bloodtown. Vinny's gonna go first.
Well, considering that I just gave up my hosting gig on that show, I think I'd better choose something. Because it would just be too easy for me because of my practicing skills at that. What's B and A and B again?
A with punch holes in your lungs so that you can breathe without your nose and mouth, and be like hold your breath the longest.
Well, since I'm already doing the hand-eye coordination thing by being the host of that show for a while,
gotcha.
I'm going to go with B.
B. All right, so you're going to begin working on the high. You're going to start working on rock,
scissor, paper, scissors,
that game's
monkey, bishop.
All right.
Okay.
D-Unit. D-Unit's
I'm not sure he's still ready.
He's out of it, man. He's like messed up.
I'm messed up.
I messed you up.
Oh, man.
He's all
messed
up now.
Screw it, dude. I'm going with C.
You going with C? You gotta just start.
Hell yeah.
My man.
I mean, I've already trained for it for the first. Let's see, I'm 44
right, you just got to step up the regimen.
I've been preparing for this my whole life.
For the last 30, 33 years, so, why stop now?
Well, somebody's got to replace me as the host, right?
That's it. Pornhub is my friend.
Dude,
so
it's
too.
only for the sound effects. That's what everybody's got to understand. It's only for the sound effects. A bunch of fake, different varieties of fake vaginas, and you listen to Pornhub and the surround sound just for the sound effects.
Right.
Sir Martin of Mad.
C. Definitely C. Definitely C.
Definitely C.
C all the way.
You got some competition.
Bonus question.
Boner question.
Boner. What path are you most likely to follow? The fastest thumb wrestling pin world record? The largest cat figurine collection world record? The holding your breath world record? The enter the rock paper scissors championship? Or a contest of or a contestant on pound of flesh and a gallon of spooge? Which one are you most likely to do? Motown Vinny.
Which one was I most likely to do?
If just now, you got to pick which one are you most likely to do.
Well,
fastest thumb.
One of them is really fun, but I don't want to enter a competition. And then the other one is I'd probably go with rock paper scissors.
Rock paper scissors. Answer the rock paper scissors. Okay. Sir Martin the Mad.
I'm going to go for the last, and it shall be televised.
And it shall be televised. Wow.
Sponsored by.
Bring your poncho.
Sponsored by Eagles Lube. Family products.
Yes, ponchos for the live production for the first peep, just like a Gallagher show.
I was just going to say, just like a Gallagher show.
You got to have all that stuff out, okay? And then for the televised version, there's just going to be the censor, but it's just going to be like dancing around.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Dude, I'm going with it. Martin and I are like,
You're going on the show too.
We're the top two contestants, battling it out.
Gotcha.
Fist bump.
Who is the right?
Battle of the Network Spooge. That's right.
Battle of the Network Spooge.
We'll tag team it.
It's the Spooge Brothers.
Giggity.
And you're not going to believe this, guys. You're not going to believe this, but this brings us to
question number 2.
Only question number 2. Question number 2.
I was going to make a tag team joke, but
you quickly realize that punching holes in your lungs to gain the ability to breathe without using your mouth or nose may have been unreliable information. You would have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to compete with Mabel the Crazy Cat Lady. You sprained your thumb on the first day of training, and you don't want to go on a game show because you don't speak Japanese. That's why you don't want to go.
That's the reason, yes.
That's the reason. I guess that leaves you with Rock, Paper, Scissors Championship. Ever since the official rules committee removed the extra element of the bomb, remember the bomb?
Yes.
Okay, they removed that.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly.
Scissors cuts bomb.
Exactly. The extra element of the bomb.
Bomb blows up rock.
Your sprained thumb will no longer be a factor because you don't need it, right?
True.
Cool. So you're good to go. Some people are upset about the change to the rules, but the bomb was never an original element. But, of course, Congress is going to try to vote on it again anyway. So, now...
It's not going to work. Smoking Joe's paralyzed on that side.
So now that you are officially training for the Rock, Paper, Scissors Championship, how will you channel the spirit of Mr. Miyagi while honing your skills?
Yes! Yes! Hell
So you have to channel Mr. Miyagi while you're training. So how will you do that for Rock, Paper, Scissors? By A, slapping hose. With a flat and rigid hand, swat the hose face as quickly as you can. For a more appropriate angle, wait until the hoe is laying on her side so your slap is palm down.
Oh, man.
Paper. That's how you will learn paper. Daniel's son. That's how you learn paper. It's Daniel's son. Is slapping the hoe. You can also use a butt too if she likes that. Okay. B. Start working the stretch between your index and middle finger for the scissors move by limiting only those two fingers to the bedroom shocker. So you really got to get that stretch because you can't use the bottom one. You got to stretch so you really get that scissors move. Chop, 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 chop. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? C.
He's shocked.
Damn, man. You're firing on all cylinders today, dude. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you.
Increase your daily masturbation regimen as it simulates the rock move. This is assuming there is enough time in the day to add more masturbating.
There's always more time.
Because you might already be at your maximum. D. Just lock yourself in the bedroom all alone for a month before the event. Slapping, shocking, whacking, and choking yourself into shape.
Was that a question?
Which of those are you going to do?
Well,
or all of, or any combination thereof?
There might be a combination, because there's definitely got to be a combination.
Okay.
Okay. It's definitely not going to partake the last one, though, because whatever I'm doing, I'm definitely not going to be doing it to myself.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You need a trainer.
Right. I need that spotter, yo.
Spotter. That's right. I think we got something to get the spots out.
Going against Martin here. We got.
I think that the easiest one to train. Never mind. It's not my turn. Go.
That's hurt my hand.
So we're gonna go with the swat the hoe.
Swat the hoe.
With the scissor thing.
With the shocker thing.
Yup. And then the masturbation thing, that's a little too aggressive for my liking, so we're going to have to figure something else out for the...
You already got that down, though. You just said
right.
that.
Yeah, exactly. That's already down, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
So just the slap the hoe for the thing. And don't forget, last but not least, don't forget to bleed.
Don't forget to bleed.
Very important. Very important.
Motown Vinny.
Look at eye. Always look at eye.
Sometimes you don't want to look at eye. Sometimes you got to put a bag over it.
You must run barons.
Barons.
You must run barons.
Hopefully she's barren.
Okay. You can learn paper. Wax a floor. You can learn scissors. Who's the girl in the movie Karate Kid? Was it Elizabeth Shue? No, I'm just kidding.
You put your shoes on with 2 fingers?
Yes, no. I just meant like Elizabeth Shue because she was hot back then.
Oh, okay.
Singing is that the right girl?
Gotcha, I see.
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I saw that movie. Anyways.
Use her like a tension band?
Yes, that's right. You get your the tonal or Peloton or whatever, and use the resistance band. Here's the thing. The easiest one to train would be C. A and B actually requires you to have someone to train with you because you got to slap them or you got to.
Right, you're right. No, you're right.
You need that person though. You need that motivation.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that it's going to be a lot easier to train for C because ain't nobody going to let you slap them 24 hours a day for 6 weeks to train for this.
I don't know, man. Have you looked at Metro Times?
That's true.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, it's going to cost you a lot of money.
Right, no, that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
It's not free.
You're going to be some serious.
I got some leftover French fries. I'm sure I can get it for cheap somewhere.
Leftover French fries. That's right.
I'm sure I can get it for cheap somewhere.
Here's a fry.
Here's
a fry slap. Here's another fry.
And I'll even use all my sources. I'll get the.
So you're going with C or D or D and C or both?
Well, I mean, the training by yourself makes 0 sense. I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being 40% C and 30% A and B. Like C is just going to be more of because it's just easier to do without somebody helping you out. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because you could do it in D by yourself, but you know damn well that you're just going to take a nap or watch television.
Yep.
You won't actually follow through and do all your sets. Sir Martin Mad?
I shall inherit my own self-discipline and go for full-heartedly B, C, and D.
B, C, and D. Man, so you're going to do some things twice to yourself.
Absolutely, because why not? I live alone.
Repetition, man. That's how it works.
Maybe one of the times he'll do it with his left hand, and the other time he'll do it with his right.
Right.
That's it. You got to switch and change.
He'll change up southpaw in the middle of it. See, now I know his strategy.
But see, you have to practice this hand too because the Rock has to.
That's true. See, I forgot about the other hand.
You got to do this with the Rock.
You got to catch that.
Here's the real thing is when you're doing the old rub and tug, you're using the other hand and you're doing the old salt and pepper on top of it.
Oh my God!
Wow. It's
just went total crazy
sport,
here.
ladies and gentlemen.
I used to have a friend.
What happened with question number 3?
Question of the bonus. Bonus question: the hockey champs get the Stanley Cup. Baseball players get the pennant. Golfers get an ugly jacket. What will the rock, paper, scissors champion take home? A, the golden hand. B, the golden fist. C, the funky fingers trophy. Or D, $10 a pack of Lucky Strikes and a $20 gift certificate for Sizzler. Otherwise known as the Igor's Gift Basket.
The Eagles gift basket all day long.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking the gift basket's probably the winner, but the Golden Fist, kind of goes along with this whole line
and
of
has
questioning.
multiple uses.
Yes.
It has threads on the bottom. You can put it on the machine.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like that machine in Burn After Reading, the George Clooney. Look, I invented a fuck machine.
Okay, so they got D, and you got the Golden Fist.
No, I don't want the
No, I
didn't get the Golden Fist. That
You're
doesn't
taking the
sound
Golden
right at all.
Fist?
I'm taking no.
All right.
He chooses
the Golden Fist.
It does not sound right. That is a movie coming out starring Ron Jeremy, and that's a Secret Wade.
Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy, Secret Wade. You didn't get that. Bringing us to
Question number 3.
question number 3. Well, here you are. You have made it to the finals. All the self-slapping, choking, shocking, and whacking really paid off. Not sure what the choking was for, but I don't judge. It's now come down to you and 2 others. This is an elimination round, and you will all go at the same time. There are 4...
Giggity.
Wait, here are your opponents. Giving what you know about them, you might be able to predict what they will do before they do it. So here's the 2 people that you are up against. Knowing what you know about these 2 people, what move do you think they're going to throw? Rock, paper, or scissors? Your opponents are Paul Rubin, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. And number 2 is Ron Jeremy, a.k.a. the Hedgehog. Giving what you know about them, Motown Vinny.
How the hell did those 2 get to the finals? I can see Ron Jeremy. But...
Given what you know about those 2 people, what move, rock, paper, or scissors, do you think Paul Rubin would throw out?
Well, I think that Paul Rubin's being the way he is, I think his hand would be a little bit loose. I think he's probably going to go with paper.
Do you think he would go with paper?
I'm thinking paper. And I guarantee you that Ron Jeremy can stretch far enough to do the shocker, so I'm pretty sure he's going with scissors.
He's going with scissors. All right. Sir Martin and Matt.
I'm just in the... I can't even do the voice. Pee Wee Herman's definitely he's going to be doing he's going to definitely be doing lots of rock, especially in the cinema.
He's going to be doing the rock in the cinema.
Yes.
Absolutely. Not the actor of the rock.
No, well, he might be. It is Hollywood.
Wow, that would be a really weird couple. Can you imagine that? Suddenly find out that The Rock is gay and his girlfriend is Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just throwing out a rock.
You guys know who Paul Rubens is married to, right?
No, I don't.
He's married to Elvira.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. There's an age difference there, isn't there?
Little age difference and a little style difference.
I'm trying to do this old scary lady.
I meant to do that.
D-Unit!
Pee Wee would definitely go on with rock, and then Ron Jeremy would definitely go on with paper.
Ron Jeremy going with paper.
For all the times he'd be slapping bitches.
Ooh.
Yeah, and there also the grounds that he's serving a considerable length of time in prison.
Exactly.
So,
He
now
looks good in orange.
So basically, I guess I kind of asked the question a little inappropriately. I shouldn't have asked you what you think they're going to do, but based on what you think they're going to do, what move will you throw out to beat them?
Right.
Oh.
So, what should you do? What move should you toss out there to beat these 2? So, what move will you throw out to beat Paul Rubin, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman?
Oh, it would be paper.
You're going to throw out paper.
Cover is rock.
Well, I thought he was going to do paper, so I would say scissors.
You're going to say scissors. Okay.
And then I would put scissors for Ron Jeremy.
Scissors for Ron Jeremy.
I thought Ron Jeremy was going to do this.
For Rubin,
so
I'm
I'd
going to
say
match
rock.
his paper for paper, and I will bitch slap the shizness out of him.
All right. All right.
And then take his wife.
That's it. Yeah.
So now you think you know what
And
these
then use her
opponents.
for my paper training.
Now you think you know what the opponents are going to throw out, and you know what you're going to throw in return. So 1, 2, 3. You all go, and in a stunning match, Paul Rubin drops Rock, as expected, but Ron Jeremy, his extensive deviant sexual lifestyle has allowed him to drop the hoe-slapping Paper along with you, causing a tie and triggering sudden death overtime round. So, for some reason, everybody, you all threw freaking Paper down. Ron Jeremy threw Paper down. Pee Wee Herman threw down Rock. So, Pee Wee Herman's out.
Good.
It's just down to you.
Us and Ron Jeremy.
You and Ron Jeremy. So, where was I?
I'll bitch slap him as well.
A winner must be declared.
Right in his ball bag.
So a winner absolutely must be declared. You will stand back to back, walk 10 paces, turn, and drop your hand. Now, how can you use logic to predict Jeremy's next move?
Drop the hand.
To decide your own move. A, Jeremy got laid all the time. You, not so much. So he would be less likely to drop the Rock move as he has not had as much masturbation time as you. So you would drop Rock. Got it? All right. B.
Yeah.
He would use the scissors move. No, he won't use the scissors move twice in a row. As the pornography industry regulation says that he must clean and sanitize his hands and or fingers before using them a second time or on a second human being. But he went Paper last time. So you go with Rock to crush his scissors that you're expecting him to throw this time. Or C, Jeremy has been in court a lot lately for all kinds of assaults. Maybe he has grown so accustomed to slapping hoes that he will toss out the swatter again, so you choose scissors to cut him down. There's a wild card answer. Ooh. Sir Unit of D.
I'm just going to go straight for the wild card.
Straight wild card, okay. Sir Martin of Mad.
I too shall go forth with the power of the card that is fourth piled.
Well, Vinny.
Just
what do you think he's gonna do?
I think I'm gonna go with B. I'm gonna let you guys do the wild card, and I'm just gonna go with B.
Okay, so
just
he won't
be different. No.
So you know that he won't use scissors twice in a row because of the rules of pornography. However, he didn't go scissors last time.
That's right. He went Paper.
So you think that maybe this time
I'm gonna drop a Rock on his scissors.
Right. You think he's gonna change it up?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The bonus question that the other two chose is
wild card answer.
Oh yes, the wild card answer. Invite all the ladies with. Oh wait, I misspelled the word. Let me back up. Invite all the ladies with restraining orders against the aged porn star, and he'll have to drop out and leave the building as he is not allowed within 50 feet of them.
Hell yeah!
High five!
Winner!
Cheaters. No.
Bonus question!
Boner question!
What two moves did Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory add to this game?
Lizard Spock.
Yeah, Lizard Spock, right?
Martin of Mad.
I don't even watch that show.
Unfortunately, I do not watch the show, but I don't care because I will throw down the paper and bitch slap him as well.
Hey!
All right.
Spock wins everything, doesn't it?
It was definitely Lizard Spock, for sure. All right, so that brings us to lightning strikes that we got to do in a minute and a half. What is a real world record? The heaviest weight lifted by a penis, the heaviest weight lifted by a beard, or the heaviest weight lifted by a toddler?
By a toddler.
I'm gonna go all three. No, I'm gonna go penis.
I've got to go with penis as well.
It's a beard. Heaviest weight lifted by a beard.
Really?
They got a person tied up in his beard.
Oh wow. Okay.
What suspense horror film? Wait, what suspense horror movie did a figurine collection lead to broken legs?
Oh wow.
I don't know. Misery?
Misery. He knocked a little figurine off. He put it up the wrong way. She came back and then she broke his legs.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, good call, Vinny.
It took me a minute. I'm like, broken legs.
I gotta find out which station is this. Because one of them has to drop. Figure out which one it is.
So anyway, this break in the action is sponsored by Igor's Lube and its Igor's Empire and its family of products. Excuse me.
Oh, dude, where is it?
You can get the Doiken Dash Bug Out Bag where
That's
you get
right.
a coupon for Uber. You get his and hers paper bag, a small bottle of Eagles Lube, and a couple of baby wipes, a.k.a. the whore bath.
The whore bath, that's right. All right, folks. Number 4. This guy just shut off that. There we go. All right, number 4. In 2012, how old was the world's oldest male stripper? He has the world's record.
83.
79.
Your actual, I'm going to give you some choices. 50, 60, 70, or 80?
80.
I'll go 70.
I'm going with 80.
70.
I think I remember seeing this on Jenny Jones.
It's actually 60.
Really?
He's 60, and then he died 6 years later. Still holds the championship. So what you got to do is wait a while till your birthday. Strap on a nice bedazzled thong that you got from Michael's, and go in there and see if you can make some cash. And then the dollar worth will be all of 27 cents. What index finger? Oh wait, the index finger and the middle finger extended, and all others held by the thumb is called the peace symbol. What other meanings does it have? I'm going to poke you in the eyes, or victory?
Victory.
Victory it is.
V for victory for World War II.
You see, here in Britain, though, it has to be having the palm facing out. Because the other way it is a derogatory term to tell the French to go forth and multiply.
Up yours, yes.
Yeah, you do have to turn it around. That's correct. The index finger and the middle finger extended, and all other fingers held by the thumb is called the peace symbol or victory symbol. What will you need to change and add to make it sexual? A
pinky.
Change your underwear and add a wedding ring. B, turn your hand around and add your tongue. Or C, lower your standards while adding $10 a pack of Lucky Strikes.
C.
Lowering my standards and adding a pack of Lucky Strikes.
$10.
You go with C or whatever it was, the Lucky Strikes.
That was Lucky Strikes. But no, it's turn your hands around and add your tongue. Remember, it makes it sexual.
Oh, yeah.
It's this way, so you turn
You disappoint. You disappoint. I'm calling shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
Because usually
seen an Irish bar.
You have to go by thinking what you would think, and it usually involves $10 and a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true. It's always the secret, Wade. What is a real world record? Number of fish scaled with your feet in 5 minutes.
What?
Spinning a basketball on a toothbrush in your mouth for the longest time. Or most vomit volume in a single heave.
most vomit in a single heave.
I'm going to go with A, but it might very well be C.
The only one of them is real. It's a real world record. The other ones are
I'm going to go with B.
I've seen some really
I'm going with the
messed up
basketball
records,
and the
so I'm going to go with C.
Okay, so the answer is spinning a basketball on a toothbrush in your mouth for the longest time.
No way.
It's an actual world record.
Wow.
Put a toothbrush in your mouth, spin a ball on it, and run the clock, please.
I'm disappointed.
But when the toothbrush slips, falls down somebody's throat, they're gagging and throwing up. That's where they get.
Don't use the sharpened toothbrush.
Break 2 records at one time.
That's where the second one comes in.
Break 2 records at once.
And finally, you must decide. What real world record will you go for out of these? Creating the world's largest condom?
What's a condom?
Grow the longest fingernails? Or come up with the world's creepiest question?
Definitely C.
I think you've already got that record.
Yeah, but that would be
like 4 or 5 years of this.
I mean, there's always the question I asked my first wife when I met her the first time. You know? So, yeah. Creepiest question.
Creepiest question.
We'll go creepiest question.
Martin?
Creepiest question.
All right. Well, there was real no wrong answer on this one. But to come up with the world's creepiest question, you would only have to beat me. Because I have come up with the creepiest questions. Creating the world's largest condom, you would have to beat a world record of 72 feet long. And if you want to grow the longest fingernails, you would have to beat a length of 28 feet long.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And you would also have to keep from throwing up.
Yeah,
First stabbing yourself.
How would you wipe?
How would you do anything? Can you imagine
She's the secretary. She types.
There's no way.
And folks, that has been Just a Few Questions.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Come in. Here's your morning briefing, sir. You forgot my toilet tweet. Don't you remember? You're not allowed to tweet anymore, sir. I forgot. It's okay, sir. That's why I'm here. I hate Mondays. Not much to do when you're in the office of the former president. Well, you could always listen to the radio, sir. That's different. What's on? Oh, I don't know. Would you like me to turn it on? Why not? Got nothing better to do.
It's the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Oh, Ditzy. Call these guys up. See if they want to interview me. It'll be huge.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's now hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I got you for one more hour, folks. Taking you on up to the lunchtime hour here in the Eastern time zone. We get things underway each and every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. If you are just now tuning in, it's because you're very tardy. Might want to work on that. Got to be on time next time. Also, this portion of the show, as always, being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. Don't forget about Igor's original lube. That's right, his original normal lube. Everything is smoother with Igor's lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. But also, don't forget about his original flavors, which comes in cherry, mint, and salmon. Don't forget also about Sea Beast squid-flavored lube with added sea salt, for extra grit. And perhaps maybe you want something a little more off the wall. How about dog pie? It's hot dog, water, and heavy whipping cream flavored lube, courtesy of Igor's Lube and Igor's Empire and his family of products. So, folks, hour number 3 will contain music for your Vajir holes. Another bad movie flashback. Perhaps maybe Judge Man will stop by with another episode of Man Law. But of course, we were giving you the brand spanking new episode of Just a Few Questions, which airs live every Sunday during Inside the Mothership. Inside the Mothership airs at 12 noon Eastern every Sunday on this fantastic radio station. And a segment called Just a Few Questions airs within it. And I always, the day after, which is Monday, during the Monday Morning Madcast, I bring you the recap. So I'll be bringing you this week's episode called The Oral Office. And it will be coming up momentarily. But first, let's go ahead and start things off by sticking music into your Vajir holes. We accept lots of music from lots of bands with lots of genres from all over the world, folks. If you would like to submit music for consideration to be played on the station or on the show, then by all means, please attach an MP3 to an email and send it to newmusic@alienxradio.com. That's newmusic@alienxradio.com. Or please attach a credible download link to like Dropbox or WeTransfer, something of that nature. But more importantly, folks, make sure that the name of the band and the name of the song are both included in that file name. You'd be surprised how many people don't tell me the name of their band. Just give me a song. Anyway, folks, here's somebody who did both of those things. They submitted a song to me called That Girl's Electric. It's by a band called The Bad Somethings. And you are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
fight for you. Gonna love you till you're blind. That girl's electric. That girl's electric. Try to tell yourself that you had enough, but you keep returning 50,000 watts of heartache and pain. The kind of lessons you learn in learning. Now you got to choose, knowing she's so hard to hold. Like a shot to the heart, you're gonna overload, sell your soul, lose control. That girl's electric. That girl's electric. Burn your house down. That girl's electric. That girl's electric. That girl's electric. Electric, electric. Yeah, she's gonna shock you. That girl's electric. Good to make money. Good to make friends. Good to burn a candle at both ends. I wanna party till the money's all gone. Man, only one thing I want you to know. No need to worry about how drunk and stoned. Party like a rolling stone. All for one and one for
this week's Bad Movie Flashback.
No. Please. No.
In the far distant future, in a galaxy where those in the know don't go, real estate is cheap, and they've got great sushi. But there's no water.
You got any water?
It is a time when desperate men will swing from the chandeliers. Pirates, sound the alarm! Just to get a drink.
Just take a look at that.
Good men like Jason, space pirate, and explorer of the cosmos. His chief engineer and fellow rogue Roscoe. And the beautiful Princess Karina. One tiny band who must bust their buns, battling the masters of all the water in the galaxy. The evil Mithradoids, famous for not being nice.
Killing you would be too easy.
See depravity in zero gravity. Bye-bye. See glamour girls from another galaxy. See kung fu robots. And delight in the mysteries of the seventh world. The one place in the universe to get a decent glass of water. The Ice Pirates. A totally spaced adventure.
I took my baby on a Saturday thing. Boy, you said girl with you, yes, the one in the same.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the Prospect.
Hello and welcome to the weekly sports update with the Prospect on Alien X Radio. Lots of injuries to get through in the NFL, and with the playoffs looming in the distance, these may impact teams' hopes as the weeks start to fly by. Let's start in Buffalo, as the Bills are going to be without cornerback Tre'Davious White due to a torn ACL he suffered during the team's win over the Saints on Thanksgiving. Dane Jackson will replace him in the secondary. White had 41 tackles on the season for the 7-4 Bills, who will definitely feel the void left by him as they stand atop the AFC East. The Dallas Cowboys, stinging from their overtime loss to the Las Vegas Raiders, lost running back Ezekiel Elliott for at least a week with a knee injury. The Cowboys are relying on him to carry the team as they lose their second straight game, despite being first in the NFC East. The New York Giants are loaded with injuries on their roster, more notably on the offensive side, as running back Saquon Barkley and wide receivers Sterling Shepard and Kadarius Toney are all ruled out in their game against the Philadelphia Eagles. This news comes on the heels of the organization firing Jason Garrett on Tuesday due to the poor performance of the past few weeks. And while Aaron Rodgers won't be out when they face the Los Angeles Rams, he will be playing at less than 100% as he is suffering a toe injury. Rodgers didn't practice on Friday, which could be an issue to the Packers as they have a vice lock grip on the NFC North. When asked about his toe injury, however, Rodgers was quick to dispel misinformation of having, quote, COVID toe, a rumor arising from the positive test he took on November 3rd, and happily showed his foot with a fractured pinky toe on the Pat McAfee show on Tuesday as proof. The NCAA was all about title game clinches and redemption as rivalries took center stage. Michigan defeated Ohio State 42-27, ending a 10-year winless streak against their out-of-state rival and the Buckeyes season in the process. With a little trickery in the first quarter, the Wolverines struck first and really didn't look back, even when they were only a single point ahead at halftime. Hassan Haskins lit up the field, scoring 5 touchdowns and becoming the first Michigan player in games between these two teams to do so. The Alabama Crimson Tide just squeaked by against the Auburn Tigers 24-22 in the first overtime Iron Bowl game in history. Bama's Bryce Young threw 25 of 51 passes, which is a lot compared to Auburn's TJ Finley throwing 17 of 26 for 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. Top-ranked Georgia made quick work of cross-state rival Georgia Tech, blanking the Yellow Jackets 45-0 in a game that had no turnovers 4 penalties. Oklahoma State edged by rival Oklahoma 37-33 in a game that was mired with rumors of Sooners coach Lincoln Riley possibly leaving to head LSU after their coach announced that he will not be with the team in their upcoming bowl game. And Oregon defeated Oregon State 38-29, jumping all the way up to number 2, entering the conversation of the college football playoff. Well, tune in next week for more sports. Alien X Radio, I'm the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love. Igor's lube? Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing. Thanks, Igor. And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
When you need the absolute fastest high-speed internet for your home or business but need to stay on your budget, then you need to give AlienCast a try. AlienCast high-speed fiber optic dial-up features ultra-fast dial-up speeds for way less than that fancy schmancy DSL or cable internet. Plus, AlienCast has all the great features you've come to expect from dial-up service, such as plugging your landline into your computer, installing an archaic phone modem card, and not having to mess with all that Wi-Fi nonsense, all for a fraction of the cost of internet that's way too fast for most people anyway. Call 188-GO-ALIEN to get AlienCast high-speed dial-up in your home today. AlienCast. Out of this world internet, down to earth prices.
Broadcasting from the dark side of the moon. Alien X Radio.
Resistance is futile.
I know it was just a dream. I know I didn't have an anal probe. And I know that I am not under alien control.
You're inside the mothership.
Son of a bitch.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to The Attack. It's The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, originating from inside the mothership on Alien X Radio in Detroit, Michigan. I am Alien Stone, and we have another show called Inside the Mothership, which airs at 12 noon Eastern here on this fantastic station. And with Inside the Mothership, there's a segment called Just a Few Questions. And every week I get more and more twisted, demented, and crazy. And it gets weirder and weirder and weirder, folks. So this week I bring you the replay of Just a Few Questions from yesterday's episode. It's called The Oral Office. No, not the Oral Orifice. Calm down. Calm down. It's The Oral Office. It's just a few questions on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
To answer just a few questions.
All right, folks, it is once again time to answer just a few questions. And as always, this portion of the show is being brought to you by Igor's Empire and his family of products. Try out The Station. It's a refillable pump-action lube reservoir and tissue dispenser.
Yes.
With adjustable cell phone mount. Or maybe you could use it in conjunction with the Flavor Station. Keep it right next to your lube dispenser for some tasty pump action before the pump action. Just add your favorite flavor. Try a little or a lot. Look for and like Igor's Lube on Facebook and at www.igorslube.com. And now it is time to answer just a few questions. And you couldn't possibly be ready, so I'm not even going to ask you. Are you ready?
No,
See?
I would be a liar if I said otherwise.
Correct. That's why I didn't ask.
Now what do you got in your mouth?
Oh, man. And that's the secret word!
Mouth?
Mouth!
Oh, wow.
That is the secret word!
More candy. More candy.
Okay.
Okay, call him whatever you want to call him.
And... Ready then.
My stage name was Candy, too.
Oh, my God. All right.
Just call me D. I'm not wearing sandals today.
All right. So, it's time to answer just a few questions.
Just do it.
Question number 1.
Wow! What a night. You were out with the friends for an early dinner. It was steaks and brewskis at the strip club. Most of your friends claim that they have never been to a strip club so early before, so you explain to them that the day shift has a greater chance of the girls not being drunk or stoned. They all have to go home to make dinner for their kids and their parents. Then they're off to night school studying to be nurses and criminal psychologists. But if sloppy, drunk, and drugged out is what you like, they still have a few of those as well. Anyway, after dinner, lap dances, and lots of beer, you head on out for a concert. 4 of your very favorite bands rocked your faces off in what you called one of the best rock shows you have ever seen in your life. Yeah! You snag a concert t-shirt on the way out for the low, low cost of $75 and shout, "Beer and shots back at the bar!" So you all head back to a local dive where you slam beer after beer along with tequila shooters. At some point between your 5th game of pool and last call, things went a bit fuzzy. And by fuzzy, I mean you blacked out. The next morning, as you open your eyes, you see that you somehow made it home. And you are in your own room. Thank goodness, you think. You stretch and yawn, and that's when it hits you. The worst pain you have ever felt in your life. As your tooth, after a few it's your freaking tooth. After a few hours of taking pills and oral anesthesia gels, the pain has only gotten worse. It's Sunday morning and the dentist's office is closed. What home remedy might you choose to ease your unrelenting pain? A. Pop a baby aspirin. B. Gargle with salt water. C. Take ibuprofen, use Ambisol, and smoke some weed. Or D. Overdose on heroin and wait for the sweet release of death. There's also a wild card answer. I would say it's you, D Unit.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear me.
Well, the baby aspirin, we already know that's not going to do anything.
Right.
You know, I mean, 86, that one right off the beginning. You know, you take those just because they taste good. You know, you can chew
Exactly.
them,
It's
you know.
almost like a chalky candy.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. What was B?
It's a sherbet candy. What was it? What
was the second?
B was gargle with salt water.
That's the stripper's job.
Right.
Giggity.
I'm going to go with the smoking weed and
ibuprofen, Ambisol, and smoke some weed.
Ambisol, smoke some weed until the dentist opens. If that, if it doesn't go away, then we'll roll with that.
Gotcha.
You know, chew on the other side of the mouth.
There you go. So market of that.
That would be
What home remedy are you gonna do?
Well, as much as I do like the idea of D, I'm going to go with the wild card.
You're going with the wild card answer. So, the wild card answer.
I like the idea with D. Martin would just rather just shoot up on heroin and see where it takes
That's
him.
it, wait for death.
The pain don't-
Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose,
If
dude.
it doesn't kill the pain, you won't care.
Yeah, exactly.
The wild card answer you chose was eat a bottle of baby aspirin, take a handful of ibuprofen, washing it down with salt water, gargle with Ambisol, and raw liquid black tar heroin. If that doesn't give you relief, try a couple Tylenol. Try a couple Tylenol.
Yeah,
Just make sure that the tamper-proof pack has already been tampered with. And that brings us to the bonus question.
Bonus question.
If extracting the tooth yourself at home becomes an option, what tool in your garage will you use? A. Hammer and chisel. B. Vice grips. C. Pry bar. D. Power drill. E. Ratchet. F. Weed whacker.
Weed whacker.
Tooth's still there, but my cheek is gone.
I mean, I'm surprised you didn't throw in snowblower. You know?
That'd be silly.
I'm gonna roll with some. I feel like I have a pair of needle nose vice grips that are 90-degree tipped, so I think that would work out perfectly. If not some, I know I have some 90-degree pliers, needle nose pliers. So we'll roll with
grip. Get a grip on that.
Grip it and rip it, baby.
Twist and yank.
God, I love it when you talk dirty.
That's it.
Oh.
Sir Martin, a fan!
Well, I can actually honestly answer this because I broke a tooth, I think, earlier on this year, and I just pulled it out on my own bare hands.
With your own bare hands. So you've been training like Bruce Lee, where you slam your fingers into the sand, and then you put it into the gravel, and then you slam them into the rocks, and then you can pull your teeth out.
He just does.
Yeah, that's it.
He just does one of those outside of his mouth type things. Okay, that's the one. And does a middle finger poke.
The demock. He does the
And
demock.
just
The cheek's fine, but the tooth comes right. Yeah.
And then he just spits it right out.
Absolutely.
Oh.
He did the demock.
Look like.
What the hell is a demock?
The relief was insane.
Was it?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And then you gargled with salt water.
Yeah, I gargled tequila. That's what I gargled.
Ouch! That sounds like that would burn like hell. And be nasty.
Yeah, but
taste bad
I
and hurt like
I think that's why you're doing the tequila, because by the second gargle, you're not feeling no pain. It's like antiseptic.
And it killed anything.
It's like antiperspirant deodorant. It's like antiseptic pain medicine all in one.
Tequila kills everything.
Yes.
You know, just like your chances of getting laid, going home without getting arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 2.
Question number 2.
We could go on and on and on this one.
Question number 2. Nothing is working. After everything you have tried, the pain is still throbbing. The whole side of your head is affected now. You can't watch TV, you can't eat, you can't wait. You can't wait for the sweet release of death. So you start looking for an emergency dentist. A dentist on a Sunday afternoon is not going to be cheap, but you can't wait another day. You run an internet search for open offices, because if I said you were looking in the yellow pages of the phone book, kids today's wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. So we're going to say that you were running an internet search. You can only find 4 offices that can take an emergency walk-in. Here are the ads you see for each dentist. Who will you think you're going to call?
This should be really interesting.
Here's the first ad.
Okay.
Yusuf's Oral Office. Located in beautiful downtown Inkster, Michigan, this friendly and somewhat clean facility is open 7 days a week. Dr. Yusuf studied and graduated at the top of his class while enrolled in educational rehabilitation program abroad. Cash or EBT cards only. The second, B, this is your second ad that you read. Monty's Mouth Garage. Bring your old mouth in for a tune-up or repair. Our parts department has all the best brands of replacement teeth at the best prices. Maybe get your molars rotated. Trade your old choppers in for a certified used set of dentures. Drive before you buy. And don't forget to add one of our extended...
Drive before you buy.
That's right. Drive before you buy. And don't forget to add one of our extended warranties to avoid daily phone calls. C. The Tooth Fairy. This mobile office is located on a river ferry and can be booked at any of its 30 shoreline docks along the Detroit River. Enjoy a relaxing river ride with dining, live music, and drinks, all while getting your teeth did. Dr. Shaniqua is on her 6th marriage and is getting pretty good at knocking teeth out. Just kidding, y'all. Come on down. Or D, the empty socket. This office only does tooth extractions. No fillings, no caps, no root canals, and no braces. All procedures are performed in seconds. Dr. Mike Tyson will ball up a fist and clobber you in the troubled area, effectively knocking out the tooth. Warning, all teeth around the area might be lost, as well as mental function. He also does ear piercings. Mr. Martin of Bat.
I'm going to go with D.
You go into the empty socket so that Dr. Mike Tyson just punches you in the face.
That's it, yeah.
Spit the teeth out there, then while you're there, you get your ear pierced too.
Or bitten off.
It's all about intent and how hard he goes, right?
That's what she said.
That's what they said at court when he got sent to jail, too.
Is there a wild card?
There's no wild card on this one. Who are you going to trust to stick his hands in your mouth?
What was C?
C was the Tooth Fairy. This mobile office is located on a river ferry and can be booked at any one of the 30 shoreline docks along the Detroit River. You know, dining, dancing, all that kind of stuff, all while getting your teeth did.
A didn't sound good at all.
No.
Semi-clean.
The Mouth Garage place, he's just making it sound like a garage.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's just being quirky.
However, I do like to try them before you buy them.
Yeah.
You know, take them for a test drive.
That's right, drive them before you buy them.
And apparently he's all set up to do some mass production out of that stuff. If he can.
Yeah. They're used, it says.
Used.
He washed them.
But they come with a warranty.
That's right. Well, if you get it. Otherwise, you get the daily phone calls until you do.
I feel like even when you got the warranty, you still get the daily phone call.
You do. Yeah.
I'm going with B.
Going with B. So
just because Martin took D.
Monty's Mouth Garage.
Yeah, I'm going with garage.
All right.
Because, you know, working in a garage, I can kind of relate. And,
sure.
You know.
You will freak out if you get there instead of a chair, there's a hoist.
Right. That's just raises you up by your tooth to get it out.
Wow.
You're going to feel a little pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Feel all the pressure.
Wow. Bonus question.
Bonus question.
If you find the dental hygienist attractive,
dude,
how can you spend more time with her? A, ask her for a little something off the menu. Or B, eat a whole box of Oreos before the cleaning.
Did I tell you that's what I do?
I heard that a long time ago, but yeah.
I eat a box of Oreos before I go for the cleaning. I want them to get their money's worth, man. You're going to charge me how much?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay.
There's a row of Oreos in my mouth, still up in the gum line. I'll be like,
dig it out, baby, dig it out.
Mr. Sam.
Super Barnum Mad.
Did you just eat Oreos? Yes, I did. Do you want one?
I didn't bring any with me, but there's plenty in my teeth. I'm sure you can assemble one.
I got the double stuff just for you, baby.
Right. I didn't bring one, but we can assemble one out of the pieces you're cutting out of my teeth right now.
Exactly. Get Oreo paste.
Ask her for a little something off the menu. A little, like it's a strip club.
Well, considering that my dentist is Mike Tyson, I think attractiveness.
This dentist is him. He's his own dentist.
Yeah, that's right. Why are you even going to Mike Tyson?
Exactly.
You pulling your own damn teeth out. Crazy. He's so crazy. So you're gonna ask yourself for a little something off the menu?
Or are you just going to eat some Oreos before you rip out your own tooth? I mean, that's definitely what I would do.
Yeah.
I feel like that tooth deserves one last Oreo bite.
Soak the Oreos in tequila.
Ew.
Then eat the Oreos. Then you're able to rip your own tooth out. Like it's a game.
Oh, my God.
Like it's a game.
Oh. I just threw up in my mouth.
We're assembling your answer for you, sir. Now, what's your answer?
I'm going with Oreos.
Oreos. Oreos. Yummy. Yummy. Bringing us to
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
What question is it again?
Question number 3.
Oh. Sorry, I've been meaning to do that for a long time.
to do question number 3.
No.
Please be quiet in the back of the studio.
When you arrive at the office, you see that there are a few people ahead of you, and you will have to take a seat in the waiting room. As you enter, you can't help but wonder why it's so damn loud in there. The TV in the corner is up full blast and looping the ending scene of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Blood-curdling screams and buzzsaw going on in the background. After only a few minutes, you can't take it anymore. You stand up and turn off the TV. To your surprise, the screaming and buzzing is still loud as ever, but it's coming from inside the exam room. You think, surely there is a TV in there with the same movie on, right?
Don't call me Shirley.
A few moments later, the buzzing stops and the screaming switches to sobbing. Just then, the assistant opens the door and calls your name. It's your turn. What do you do next? A. Look past her and see the sobbing patient with his whole head wrapped in blood-soaked gauze being helped down the hallway. You then run out of the office as fast as you can. Or B. Try to argue why the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre was far better than the original, knowing full well that it's not, and you're just stalling because you're scared. C. Ask the assistant why she has blood on her shoes. Or D. Ask for laughing gas in the waiting room because you ain't going in sober.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like they should have that.
Just pumped into the room.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They should have a special room for all the nervous people who hate going there.
Give
They
them
should
like
be
a
able to go
diluted
in there.
dose just to calm them down.
There should be a shot of tequila, a couple Oreos, and they sit in a room full of freaking laughing gas just pumped in. Nicely controlled, just enough to take the edge off so you're not super nervous when you go in there.
Right. You don't go in there and it's like a hysterical
it's like
laughter.
you're not going in there
everybody's
like
getting
drilling.
along great.
No, you're not going in there like that. You're just going in there like, hey, yeah, take it out, do what you got to do.
Right. Then he just gives you a little boost when you're in the chair.
Right.
Gotcha.
Little
Yeah,
of the Novocaine and you're golden.
Then he can touch you inappropriately and you won't know.
I'd preferably.
Preferably that you don't know, right?
Right. Hopefully they're at least wearing gloves. I don't want, if you're wearing gloves, do what you got to do. But I want no bare hands touching it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do it professionally if you're going to do it.
All right.
Did I just? Wow.
Sir Martin to the bed.
Hit me up with that laughing gas, baby.
Yep. So we're definitely going to get me high before I go into that room. Continuing along, you realize that your pain was too great to run away, so you're going in. You're sat in the chair, and you get your little bib put on. The assistant walks out, and the doctor walks in. What is the most worrisome thing you notice about the doctor? A. His hands are the size of toasters. B. He's wearing a latex bodysuit. C. He has blood in his hair. Or D. He looks like he has a nasty hangover and is wearing the same concert t-shirt as you. Here's a wild card answer. Sir Martin's bad.
I'm going to go with the dude with the same shirt.
So what's supposed to worry me the most?
Well, yeah, what of those worried you the most about the doctor? What was the most? You're like, hey man. So like, he's obviously like the last one there. Like he's drunk and wasted. You look at his shirt and you're like, you were at the same concert as me last night.
Right. And then he's got everything
I
else.
forgot what happened.
Everything would worry me about it. Like all of those things would really, really worry me about it. So I'm just going to see what else is going to really worry me about it and go with the wild card answer.
Card answer. The wild card answer is the thing that worries you the most is.
Here's the thing, dude. When you do like a little giggle before you like read the response, you know it ain't good. You're like, the wild card answer is. And then he starts reading it. Like, you stupid, why did you choose the wild card? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the wild card answer you chose was his hands are the size of toasters. He's wearing a latex bodysuit with a concert t-shirt from the night before. He has blood in his hair. And he's wearing a human tooth necklace.
Oh, man. The human tooth necklace.
That's right. Like the shark tooth necklace, but not.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, bonus question.
Bonus question.
Like that question needs an extra one, but go ahead. I mean, it's your game.
Have you ever had a toothache that was so bad that it could make you overlook these things, sit in the chair, and risk it for relief?
No. I have not personally. I have not personally.
I'm close. But I don't know. I'm ready to do it. Hey, you're a witch doctor? Cool, come on over.
Yes.
You want to chew on bamboo what?
Right. And that brings us to lightning strikes. What's the right cut of meat at a topless bar? A, skirt steak, B, tube steak, or C, New York strip?
New York strip.
New York strip.
Very good, very good. You must decide!
Da-da-da!
Concert t-shirt or hat?
Ooh.
Oh, concert t-shirt.
Yeah, definitely a t-shirt.
Yes.
Unless the hat is $20 or $100, then I'll give it.
Little wear hats.
But they're still cool to hang up.
Yeah. If you're just going to hang it up, then yeah, that's a good idea.
Or you can put them on Bob.
The shot glasses are good too.
I mean, you got the helmet on Bob. You can put it on Bob.
You got the helmet on Bob and ain't get nobody pregnant.
Exactly.
Number 3. What would Dr. Tom Hanks use to remove your tooth? A, a string and a door. B, a string and rock. Or C, a pair of ice skates.
Dr. Tom Hanks?
Dr. Tom Hanks is going to remove your tooth. What's he going to use to remove your tooth with?
I'm going to guess with a string and a door.
Yeah, that's what I got to guess with, too. Is it
In the movie Castaway, his tooth was all jacked up, and he opened up the packages and he found a pair of ice skates, and he put it against his tooth and hit it with a rock and knocked his freaking tooth out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You watched that whole movie?
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, actually. I don't want to ruin anything, but he gets off the island.
Help Gilligan get off the island.
Right. See, he didn't have no help. Gilligan had help, and they took longer. Just saying.
Yeah.
What is a term for a bunch of rotten teeth? A, spring teeth. B, snaggletooth. C, jack-o'-lantern smile. Or D, summer teeth.
Jack-o'-lantern smile.
Yeah, I'm going to go with jack-o'-lantern as well.
No, that's the name for somebody who's missing several teeth.
Oh.
Someone who has a bunch of rotten teeth, it's summer teeth, because some are black, some are green, some are broken, some are not there.
Very good.
Number 5. After getting a tooth removed, dentists warn you about dry socket. What is this? A, the toolbox slot with the missing 10mm socket. B, a light fixture without power ran to it. or C, when an empty tooth hole dries out?
Yes.
Probably with the empty tooth hole.
Yes, that is a dry socket.
You don't want that.
No, it's a bad thing.
So you got to keep it moist.
That's right. And what is a good way to overcome dry socket? A, mouthwash. B, Igor's lube. C, a little extra foreplay and tell her that she looks pretty.
Giggity.
I want to say extra foreplay, but it's going to be Igor's lube.
I'm going to go with Igor's lube.
Igor's lube. That's right. You can adjust it. It's tasty too. You can put all kinds of stuff.
Igor's oral gel.
That's right. You got all kinds of stuff you can use.
See? Used for a lot of stuff.
That's right. Number 7. What do you sit in the longest? A, the dentist chair. B, the bathtub. Or C, the tattoo chair.
Tattoo chair.
Not got any tattoos, but I'm guessing it's the tattoo chair.
It's definitely tattoo. People have been in there for like 12, 13, 15 hours. Those people are called crazy. I've done many hours, and they're like, okay, I'll be back in a few weeks to finish this, because I'm done. All right. Number 8. What chair makes you more nervous? A, the electric chair, or B, the dentist chair?
What's that again?
What chair makes you more nervous? The electric chair or the dentist's chair?
I'm going to say the electric chair, because, I mean, yeah.
yeah, there's no coming back from that.
I want to say the dentist chair because I am definitely not going to get put in the electric chair. I'm a good boy. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, but
you guys, what, you got a guilty conscience? You think you're going to be thrown in the electric chair?
I'm just saying if it
Say nothing.
yeah.
You're going to be sacrificed to disprove Tesla? Is that what's going to happen? You must decide! Get a filling or get kicked in the nuts?
Ooh, get a filling. Get a filling. No matter what.
I think if we're thinking about you, probably you'd probably
Get a
prefer
feeling.
to be kicked in the gingangs.
No matter what, dude, get kicked in the nut.
Get a filling. Because you're going to give me the shot and I won't feel the feeling. But when you give me a shot down there, I won't feel it for about 30 seconds and then I'll feel it for a week.
Exactly. And you'll be vomiting and throwing up and not
a
being
good
able
thing.
to eat.
Number 10.
Waiting for it to descend.
What's the name of the elf that wants to be a dentist and yanked out all of the Bumble's teeth, starting and changing his career path from... What? From deep eating snow beast? That ain't what that's supposed to say. From elf eating snow beast. There we go. No, deer eating snow beast. To Christmas tree topper. What was that elf's name? Who wanted to be a dentist?
I want to be a dentist.
No idea.
I have no idea either.
Herbie! His name was Herbie. And finally, bonus strike. Why didn't the snow beast die after falling over the cliff with Yukon Cornelius?
Once again, I have no idea.
No idea.
Because Bumbles bounce.
Okay, every day's a school day.
And that has been Just a Few Questions.
A naked blonde walks into a bar with a poodle under one arm and a 2-foot salami under the other. She lays the poodle on the table. Bartender says, I suppose you won't be needing a drink. Naked lady says,
Alrighty, folks, this is Alien Stone. I do want to thank you all for tuning in, stopping by, hanging out in the chat room, all of the above, for another episode of The Attack, the Monday morning Madcast from outer space. Big shout out going to all of my affiliate stations: Alien X Radio, Raw Talk Online, UG Media, the Lime City Radio Network, J. Parker Radio, United Talk Radio, Sword Radio, and the Western Reserve Digital Radio Network. Syndication and replay on stations around the world like 920 WON The Apple in New York City, New York, 27.7 The Stream, 97.1 KGSBFM Get Smashed Radio, the IRN Internet Radio Network, WRFN 1025, the WRPR Rat Pack Radio, United Sounds Choice Radio, Prodcore Radio, Pure Rock Radio, Good Talk Radio, Mile High Radio, and K89. Wherever it is that you are tuned, wherever it is that you are listening, please send me an email with questions, comments, concerns, and nude photos to alienstone at alienxradio.com. Again, that's alienstone at alienxradio.com. Also, you can use Skype. You can always leave a text message or a voicemail message if we're not on the air, or you can give me a call live on the air anytime to talk to me at 1-313-444-8919. That's 1-313-444-8919, or the Skype handle of Alienstone1. That's Alienstone and the number 1. Bands, submit your music to the station by attaching MP3s to a email and sending it to newmusic@alienxradio.com. Again, that's newmusic at alienxradio.com. Alrighty, see what else do I got here to talk about here before we're out? Nothing, because we're all out of time. Again, this is Alien Stone saying thanks for hanging out and partying, and hey, see you next time. Peace!
He's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
I have been chosen. Farewell, my friend. I go on to a better place.
What a dork.
Let's just say I take up a lot of cyberspace.